Today, we're talking about a strategy that allows you to 10x your marketing efforts, known as content repurposing. And I'm going to be sharing more than 10 ways you can repurpose content so you can make the most out of it. I'm Luke Sievers, here to help you grow through social media and content marketing. Subscribe so you don't miss any tips to help you build your brand online. And join our free private Facebook group to connect with other content creators. Link in the description below. Content repurposing is a strategy that involves taking one piece of content and recycling it in multiple ways across many different platforms. You can repurpose blog posts, videos, podcast episodes, and more. And it can be a powerful strategy if you can learn to optimize it and adapt for the platform you're posting on. Of all the ways that you can repurpose content that I'm about to share, there's one strategy in particular that allows you to take one piece of content and turn it into more than 35 pieces of content. That's a piece of content for every day of the month, so stay tuned till the end to learn more about this mind-blowing strategy. But starting with number one, for you bloggers, you can actually turn a blog post into a video that you can share on YouTube, LinkedIn, or wherever. This is all made possible through apps like Lumen 5. It will actually allow you to input the URL for your blog posts, and then it will extract the important text and couple it with visual elements to make it into a video. It's pretty cool. And by the way, any resources that I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description below. We can also do the opposite. By getting your video or podcast transcribed, you can convert your content into a blog post. This is not only good for SEO on your website, but also gives you content to share as link posts on Facebook, Twitter, or pins on Pinterest. And alternatively, you can also share your text post as a LinkedIn article. Duplicate.co is a website where you can easily turn your video or podcast into a blog-ready format. It'll not only transcribe your content automatically, but also provide some quick tools to get your blog post formatted correctly. Chances are there are segments of your blog post or your audio-video transcript that can answer questions people are asking on Quora or Reddit. So just copy and paste over the segment from your post over to the thread and just adapt it accordingly. Next, you can take your blog post or transcript and turn it into a script to use in your webinar, live stream, or even a Clubhouse room. I will say that the cool thing about Clubhouse is that people aren't actually going to see you on camera since it's audio only. So if you wanted to, you technically could just read through your article without having to memorize anything. Number 5, turn your blog post or transcript into micro content in the form of text. In the early days of Twitter, tweets were often referred to as microblogs, and you can literally take your regular blog post and turn it into 15 to 20 tweets or even text posts for other social networks. And number 6, you can actually turn a tweet into an image or video post. Simply screenshot your tweet and then share it on a visual platform like Instagram, or you can visit the website flume.app to convert your tweet into an actual video with animated text and everything. Next, with your blog article, you can actually create an abridged version of it in the form of a carousel post. You can create these swipeable images in Canva, and these work really well on Instagram and on LinkedIn. So just pull out the key points from your blog post or transcript and include those points on each of your slides. By the way, if you'd like to see a tutorial for how to create these carousel posts in Canva, let me know that in the comments below. Number 8, if you have a long form video, you can actually turn it into micro videos, which are basically micro pieces of content. So if you have a video with 7 main points, that could easily turn into 7 videos to share on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, video pins, and more. For a quick and easy way to do this, Duplicate.co can also extract these micro videos from your long form video and optimize it with a headline, captions, and resize it to square or vertical. Number 9, turn your podcasts into videos. If you have a video podcast, you can do what Joe Rogan does and pull out several micro videos to post on YouTube, which you then link back to your full-length podcast. Or if your podcast is audio only, you can convert it into short video teasers or audiograms. This is all made possible through a tool called wave.co, which allows you to take your episode and trim it up into short previews and then couple it with engaging elements like your podcast artwork, captions, or waveform animations. Number 10, again, you can take your blog post or transcript and turn it into a newsletter. If you already have an email list, you can send out your blog post or transcript as an email blast or newsletter. And to maximize your efforts, you can set up an RSS campaign through MailChimp or whatever service you use to automatically send out new blog posts to your list. And if you happen to have access to the LinkedIn newsletter feature, this is another way that you can distribute your content. Number 11, you can pretty easily turn your video into a podcast episode. Simply extract the audio, add a custom intro and outro, and then host your podcast episode on a service like Anchor. And one final way that you can repurpose content, which shouldn't be overlooked, is to simply reshare your content from one platform directly to the other. Again, you should definitely do this sparingly because most platforms do involve re-optimizing it for that platform, but some examples might include image posts, which work well on most visual platforms. Stories is another example of content that can be created on one platform like Instagram and then reshared on Facebook Stories, LinkedIn Stories, or Twitter Fleets. And longer YouTube videos can often be re-uploaded natively to IGTV, Facebook, or LinkedIn, although I do generally recommend adding captions to optimize them. But out of all the strategies that I've mentioned, the ultimate repurposing strategy is to start with video. As we've seen, video provides the most opportunity for repurposing since it contains audio, visual, and spoken elements. Check out this video on screen if you want to learn 35 ways to repurpose a video. Don't forget to subscribe and join our private Facebook group for content creators in the description below. Thanks, and I'll catch you next time.